What's up? Pokerbrandon here, and that is just a chip stack that I raked in because I played King 5 suited in the small blind, and let's just say it was not GTO, but there was some bluffing going on. So hijack limped. He liked to limp call. He liked to see cheap flops. Cutoff made it 25 as he's a new player. It's his first orbit. Don't know much about him. Button calls the 25. Now, the one thing I noticed about the button to my right was he was calling, and if he missed, he just folded. He was not bluffing. He was not putting in money in the pot, even though he called the 25. His VPIP was pretty low. Same with the hijack. He was pretty low VPIP. So the only unknown player is the cutoff. So I decide to call this because my VPIP is pretty low, and I trust my skills post-flop. Just keep in mind, if you do make calls like this with like king suited hands, you should be prepared to bluff at it because calling to hit is not a winning play. So we end up going three ways after both these big blind and hijack just fold, and the flop comes out queen 10 jack. I flop open-ended with a backdoor flush draw. I quickly check this, but I think donking could be a winning play. Could be definitely an out-of-the-box play that you can turn into profit. But I think you can't really make a mistake checking out of position. I think a check raise here is okay too. Although in this spot, because the cutoff player is unknown, I don't exactly want to just check raise unknown players right off the bat. But it checks around, and when I see a queen of clubs on the turn, immediately I was already going to put in a bet because it checked around. But now that the queen hit, I think it's a good card to go bigger on. I think if my opponent in the cutoff had a queen, he would have bet. I think button would have bet if he had a queen. So I think both these players, because they're playing face up, they did not put in a bet, so they don't have ace, king, or a queen. So I like to go bigger now, and I size up to right about pot because I just want to win this outright. I don't want to bet small and allow another caller and then have to bluff a river if I have to. So I decide to go to about pot here, and it does take me only about 10 seconds of tanking to bluff at this. Like I said, I was already going to bluff for probably around half pot. But because the top pair paired, I go bigger. And I think that's a cool little trick. This bluff is going to get through. I'm going to win it. And I think a cool trick for you is if you're out of position, especially early position, like first to act, if the top card pairs after it checks around, I think I have a high win rate on bluffing at those spots and winning on the turn with a donk lead bet. But anyway, try that out. Here's a monster truck doing a crazy jump, and he crashes. I'm Pokerbrandon, and I'm out.